Have you ever passed by a bank and wondered, what's really happening inside that big building? Is it full of treasure chests, gold bars, and pirates guarding money? Or maybe it's like a secret club where only adults are allowed. Well, guess what? Banks are not as mysterious as they seem. In fact, banks are one of the most important parts of our daily lives, even if kids don't use them directly yet. Without banks, people would struggle to save, buy houses, run businesses, or even shop easily. So today, we're going to break down exactly what banks do in a way that's fun and easy to understand. And to make it even more exciting, we'll tell the story of Pennyville, a little town where kids discover why banks are so important. So, what is a bank really? A bank is like a super safe wallet that belongs to everyone in the community. Instead of hiding cash under your bed or in a jar, people give it to the bank because it's safer. It's easier to use. It can even grow over time. Here are the main jobs of a bank. Keep money safe. Banks have big safes and security systems. So even if a thief comes, your money is protected. Help people pay and buy things instead of carrying bags of cash. Banks give cards, checks, and even apps on phones to pay. Lend money. If you don't have enough to buy a house, a car, or even start a business, banks can lend money, called a loan. But you must pay it back with something extra, interest. Pay interest on savings. If you put money into a savings account, the bank rewards you by giving you a little extra money. That's called interest. Grow the economy. Banks don't just sit on the money. They take the money people deposit, lend it to others, and that keeps businesses running, jobs created, and towns growing. There are also different kinds of banks. Commercial banks, right pointing arrow, the normal banks you see on the street. Central banks, right pointing arrow, like the big boss bank of a country that controls all money and inflation. Investment banks, right pointing arrow, banks that help big companies and projects. Community banks and AMP, credit unions, right pointing arrow, smaller banks that serve local towns. So banks are not treasure houses, they're the engines of money movement. In the small town of Pennyville, kids loved their Saturday market. Everyone kept their money in jars, boxes, or piggy banks at home. But there was one big problem. Sometimes money got lost, stolen, or even chewed by mice. One day, a clever girl named Mia had an idea. She told her friends, "What if we put all our money in one safe place? We can guard it together, and if someone needs help, they can borrow from the money box." The kids loved the idea. They built a little wooden hut and called it the Pennyville Bank. At first, the bank just kept money safe. Tommy put in $10. Sarah deposited $20. Ben added $5. Mia wrote everything in her big notebook. Then came the first test. Jack wanted to buy a shiny new bike, but he only had $15 and the bike cost $25. Mia said, "You can borrow $10 from the Pennyville Bank, but you must return $11 later. The extra dollar is called interest." Jack agreed, bought the bike, and paid back the bank on time. The extra dollar made the bank grow stronger. Later, Sarah decided to save money every week. She noticed that Mia gave her extra coins as interest, just for saving. "Wow, my money is growing while I do nothing," she said. Tommy wanted to start a lemonade stand. He borrowed $5 for lemons and sugar. A week later, he earned $12, paid the bank back $6, loan plus interest, and still kept a profit. He realized the bank helped him grow his business. But not everything was perfect. One day, Ben borrowed money and forgot to pay it back. The kids had a meeting. Mia explained, "Banks only work if people keep their promises. If too many people don't return money, the bank will run out of savings and collapse." So they made new rules about borrowing and trust. Over time, the Pennyville Bank grew. Kids trusted it so much that even parents started using it for their money jars. Soon, the little hut wasn't just a box. It became the heart of Pennyville, keeping money safe, helping people borrow, encouraging saving, and growing the town's businesses. Sound effect. Kids cheering, vault closing, coins jingling. RECAP. 2 minutes. Narrator. So what did Pennyville teach us? Banks have 4 superpowers. They keep money safe. They help people save and earn interest. They lend money to help people grow and achieve goals. They keep the whole economy moving. Without banks, people would hide money at home, and towns like Pennyville would never grow. So kids, next time you pass by a bank, remember it's not just a boring building with numbers, it's the place that keeps money safe, helps families, supports businesses, and makes sure our world keeps moving. If you enjoyed the story of Pennyville, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you big ideas about money, business, and life, explained in simple and fun stories. See you in the next adventure.